Welcome back to my channel, guys. Okay, bari femati manyo isilen ay heti fem ay heti bafa yena magina ham si chaski ak si sweet brunch. So our recipe today is the perfect brunch for Valentine's. So it's up to you if it's Valentine's or you're having a brunch parties. All these lovely scrumptious recipes are perfect for a beautiful afternoon and chill with your family and enjoy this. Okay, Malin gina la TV. Surprise for the Valentine's. Mani hala ma joxa gum len tuti idea. So Aisha, you do the sibir and I'll show you everything. We've got our fish wraps here, fish in breadcrumbs with wraps. I've got our buttered fish shrimps here with guacamole, my guacamole here. I've got these starters as well. I'll show you everything and won't leave out anything. I can't wait to indulge in this calamari plate. Look at the beauty of this calamari. I've made some nice Italian salad with some vibe. You know, I just love to explore. Okay, so go ahead and start there. My fruit platter is there as well. I've got some French toast here, and you can see if just drizzle some of that sugar. Doesn't hurt to add more. So these are my recipes, and I've got some homemade cocktails I made at home, and that's my pizza omelette as well. What is a brunch without Barifem? Hit the subscribe button, like and share. We're moving on to our baked omelette. This is my pizza omelette, my go-to omelette for any brunch. So perfect and nice. You should give this a try. Really nice. I've mixed it. I'll show you how I mixed it. Right, so this is what we have here. Our ingredients as listed, and I'm gonna add my eggs first and we'll give it a bit of a whisk. Patibugal. Yeah, after whisking it, just make sure it's well mixed. So we're going to be adding just a pinch of salt. Right, so let's add the milk, milk. That's like a cup of milk, and I'm gonna be adding onions to it, half a diced onion. Right, and we mix it all together. Half a tablespoon of black pepper. That's the chili. Is ngeen poobar li ñëw daal di si def suñ di kaani yu salade rek la mel ni kaani safut noonu rax naa si nag rax naa si de kaani bu saf bi waaye duma ko tudda lan kaani gu saf gaag ci biir yi dama gën a xam lan. These chilies, it's not too hot, so it depends on you. Yeah, you can add chili of your choice. Okay, give it a good stir, and we move on to the prawns here. What we do with the prawns is I'm going to be chopping it into tiny fine slices. So what we do is add some salt, pinch of garlic, and just give it a bit of a mix. This is to ensure it has a nice taste once it's rendering in the egg, and the water from the prawns is not gonna make it very tasteless. Gis ngeen laaj bu em ngay def si crevettes yi ba pare def si poobar def si xorom. So we'll be adding this here. Bell spring onions as well, and put it in. Into a good so look at the spinach. You can add any amount of your choice. I'm putting a handful. See, and I'll add some rosemary to it. See, this is just one rosemary, just to give it a nice herby taste. If you don't have rosemary, you can use any herb of your choice. Parsley, thyme, oregano, any herb of your choice. Léegi ngeen kay ngeen daal di use li ngeen am rek sauté espèce mélange ba ngeen am persil boo leen si am rek ngeen daal di ko def. Right, so I've actually melted the butter. Now I'm going to be adding my mix to it. This is to ensure it's well spread and it bakes nicely. Look at this spinach and all the prawns inside. It's gonna bake so beautiful and nice. Oh, so just scrape out everything and leave it in the pan. Right, so I'm gonna take it in the oven and we're going to be baking it for 200 degrees. 200 should be fine. Right, so you can see that the pan handle, I've actually put it in the oven. If you want, you can just put it in and just open it a bit. Bear in mind, if your pan handle is plastic, it's gonna melt. My one is has heat resistant, so it's not gonna melt. But in your case, if it's gonna melt, just put it on the griller or just open it and make sure nga ibi sa oven bi bàyyi fi nga xam ne moo amee nen bi mu dugg si four bi des na si yow li ma la ko waxee mën nga ko teg si taal ba ndax dara fii yëpp a fi yomba ñëpp leen yombal affaire si biir Bari Fem Kitchen ayca. So let's move on to our prawns and our fish. Okay, so this is our fish. I've used the tilapia fillets and cut it into these nice decent pieces. So I've got my ginger here, garlic and scotch bonnet. I'm going to be blending it in my mortar and pestle. So just blend some garlic. I'm not going to be using everything on the fish. I'll use some of this garlic as well for the prawns. So just use a decent amount. That's my black pepper. You can use any black pepper of your choice. I just like using different black pepper. That's some Cajun seasoning as well. So I'm going to be adding all this with paprika and the Cajun into the mortar and pestle and just give it a nice good blend. So you can mix it together if you've got other herbs, but I just like to season my fish in breadcrumbs, just nicely seasoned but not too extra. So I'm gonna blend this. Look at how beautiful this looks. Wisul kani bi laaj beeg poobar rek el piment ak Cajun season mun nga use a ben espèce mélange. So we're gonna be mixing it on top. Look at how beautiful this looks. So we're gonna mix this seasoning. I'm not gonna use all, I'm just gonna use a decent amount. But make sure you add ginger, no matter what. Add ginger to your fish in breadcrumbs, and this is just the secret ingredients to it. Muy gingembre. Sooy defar daal sa poisson en pain nga jéema def nag sa gingembre bu saf soo koy nokkos. Loolu lu neex la si secret la si tamit ngeen jël boobu. So everything is done. Look how beautiful this looks now. Right, I just added like a tiny drop of balsamic vinegar just to give it that really nice taste. Yeah, I'm not overhyped about it, but I do like to use it sometimes when I'm making my fish in breadcrumbs with balsamic vinegar. So you can use vinegar, if just a tiny bit of vinegar if you want, just to give it that nice kick, and it makes the fish easily to cook. So I've got all my ingredients here. That's my corn flour, I've got normal flour, and I've got 1 egg here. This again, benn nen ak suñ farine nga daal nag di jël sa espèce jaxase ko ci farine bi. So we normally mix our spices in the flour just to ensure that it gives it all that goodness to that fish. So I added some onion granules, some ginger powder as well to the spice, and I'm gonna be adding so I get the best flavor and also I get the best texture I'm looking for. So once after giving this a nice mix, I'm just pouring it on over here, give it a good massage all over, and then add all the egg and everything in one bowl. Try this and tell me what you think. Gis ngeen man yëpp lay jël jaxase ko ci benn bool. Waaw daal di ko fa def noonu jaxase yëpp, bul ko defee side. Defal yëpp ci biir benn bool bi nga daal di ko denc. So I'm gonna be coating it with my golden breadcrumbs before frying it. So just bear in mind, if you have any breadcrumbs, you can use that, but I'm using this one today. Right, you can see we're just about to fry it. I've just dipped it in the breadcrumbs muy sun guru yu wow yi nga xamne mom nga wol rek bala nga ko fry rek nga daldi ko fa dugal bemba. Don't put a lot of breadcrumbs. I just like mine to fry nicely, and I don't like too much breadcrumbs. Just dip it once and that's about it. Give it that crunch, and look at the beauty of this. So moving on to our shrimps in batter, guys. Look at this batter. I'll just give you a bare zoom of how I made this lovely batter to put these shrimps in, and we're going to be frying it. White bari fem tamit jàppa mbir mi di toppaka ma defaral leen nag beñe crevette yu ne muut bu bari fem yoo xam ne fii rek la am ayca. So what we do is I'm gonna be dipping it in the batter. Look at how beautiful this looks. You can even, it's not necessary to season the shrimp, and to be honest guys, this is my anti-secret recipe and I decided to share it with my Barry famous. With my butter, this is my ingredients. I've got some flour here, a bit of corn flour because I don't need a lot, just a little bit, and I've got a flour here. So you can use half a cup of flour, half a cup of corn flour, or you can just use 1 cup of flour. Muy sa farine. So our knockers is on the side. That's the ingredients we blended. You can just season it on the fish, on the shrimp, because I don't want to waste it. So I've got my garlic and herb and all these seasoning I've listed in the description, in the screen, and you can just use it and season up this flour. So what I do is I normally add water. So I'm gonna add water to the flour to give it a better consistency, because I'm gonna be dipping these shrimps in it, and it's gonna give it the better seasoning it needs. So make sure you put any spices of your choice, but these are the ones I chose and it worked out perfect for me. So look at this. Just keep stirring it with a fork. Using it fourchette. Use a fourchette nga yengal ko fourchette. Just to make sure there are no lumps left and everything is smooth and consistent. Nga daldi si yoka sa benen rek jappe ko fase ko sa kanam nonu, def nanka, def sa pat nanka nonu. So this is how we're going to be dipping the prawns in it, and look at how good it covers the prawns. After you season it with the remaining seasoning, I just don't want to waste it, but we don't have to fuss on that seasoning because you can just add some salt and black pepper and dip it into this good seasoning. Okay, so let's give it a try and see. Look at this. Dip it nicely and it's absolutely perfect to be fried. Right, so let's put it here. This dough is everything, guys. It's so nice as well. Give it a try. And it coats it so well. See how beautiful this is. Looks nice and all covered. So make sure you mix the butter really nice. It's different from shrimp in breadcrumbs, so this one is the buttered one. Right, so moving on to our calamari salad, last but not the least, I think. So that's the kale salad. I've got some kale salad. You can use normal salad. Just put it around. I've got this lovely love heart shape, perfect for the Valentine's as well, right occasion. So just design it around the paper, follow the pattern, and then we'll be chopping these tomatoes on the side, and I'll show you a really nice salad. I always eat with when I'm having any brunch with my family or I'm hosting any brunch events. So once you cut all the tomatoes, just make sure you put the carrot and all this decoration. Look at how beautiful it looks on the plate. Muisa salad rek nga ut sa ay tomate. So I've got different tomatoes here. I've got the cherry tomatoes and honeydew tomatoes, but it's up to you. You can just use one tomato of your choice, and if you don't have other tomato. Right, so you can see that we've chopped the tomatoes, started chopping the tomatoes. We're going to be adding it in this bowl. Nga dal nag di ko dog yu em ni rek, gis ngeen tomate. So tomate, salad yu fresh, So once you've chopped it into these fine pieces, right, so just add it in the bowl. And I've roasted some garlic from on my stove because it's too cold outside, but if you want to roast some garlic, it's really nice in this salad with the tomato, and it gives it all that ginger. Yeah, so gis ngeen laaj bi daal moom lakal rek su la neexee nga teg ko sa gas laka ko bem brown noonu, oo nga teg ko sa pan bàyyi ko bem brown. Can you see? So once that is done, I added some parsley, chopped some parsley, fine parsley, and added my persil. And then I'll be adding my stock seasoning and some balsamic vinegar, and just give this goodness a stir. So once you finish, what you need to add is just add your oil and keep the consistency going. Right, so step by step, you can see that's the balsamic vinegar here. So you can add about a tablespoon. If you don't have balsamic, you can substitute it with lemon. Yeah, but make sure you roast the garlic. That's the secret of it, and it's really nice. So once it's done, just make sure you add your oil now, and that's good to go. Okay, guessing it. So I've added onions as well, and it's up to you. You can add any veg of your choice, but this is how I like it: simple and nice and absolutely beautiful. Look at the beauty of this. Guessing it. Sa liñong tomate ak laaj bi rek nga jaxase ko def sauce ko salade bu neex daal nag di ñëw nag def ko ci sa digi plat. So you can see I've actually put it in the center. It looks nice there, and I'm gonna take this lovely juice and drizzle it on my kale salad, because we all know that kale salad needs that seasoning to get all that flavors going. So I've seasoned it up, and ooh la la. So previously I showed you my calamari. It's already coated in breadcrumbs. Muy suñ calamar bi rek mu ngi nekk ci suñ mburu buñ wol ba pare moom nga jël rek to sotti ci tuuti xorom. You don't need to season the calamari, just put it in breadcrumbs, a little bit of salt, and that's up to you. Really, just coat it nicely, and then we're frying this. And look at the beauty of this salad and the calamari. Perfect to go for the afternoon brunch. Right guys, look at this. We've moved on to our French toast. Man luma wax wa koñ balan la songa ni. Aicha. So that's our egg. We just used 4 eggs. So you just add it into a bowl, whisk it with some milk, and then add some cinnamon. If you like, you can add your sugar, but I do not like adding sugar. What I like to do is I like to add some sugar powder, which is the icing powder, once it's done. So it's up to you really if you want to add sugar. I added evaporated milk because it gives it that good consistency. It makes it really nice. So I added about 4 to 5 tablespoons of it. Give it a try with your French toast, and it's really nice. It just gives it another creamy vibe. Okay, gis ngeen nag bii nag moom recette français yi la ma see yekkal nag suma subscribers yi nekk France yëpp Bari Fem mun leen a bëggee. Saying a big thank you for your support. I've been seeing all the support. Sama gaay ñi jërë ngeen jëf waay. Maa ngi leen a yekkal nag bii nag seen waa dëkk nag ñoo ko moom. Ma ñëw rek doxantu foofu noonu ne xaaral rek ma jéem a woon sama gaay yi ay feem fii. So that's it. Once you deep it into the mixture, you just fry it on our crepe maker. So just fry it on top and make sure it doesn't have too much oil, because I do not like it too soggy. Well, everyone has their own choice of cooking it, but this is how I fry it. Make sure it's well fried and everything is cooked. Turn it, give it the nice brownness it deserves, like you're making pancake, and ooh la la, c'est magnifique. So I think this should be okay for us, and I'll put this aside and we'll move on to something next. Rounding up guys, we're gonna go to this. I'm gonna make this coleslaw salad. I've just added 3 tablespoons of mayo. I'm gonna add mustard
1 tablespoon of mustard. I've added half an onion, my grated carrot, and parsley. Just a pinch of parsley, 2 pinches or 3 pinches of parsley, chopped parsley, and mix it nicely. Look at how golden and beautiful our fish is, guys. Muy sun liñong, gratter sun carrot, liñong bek mayo bi, jaxase ko persil rek ak moutarde. Defar ko bem rafet, dal di ñew nak defar sun wrap si. So this is how we make the wrap, and this is how it's supposed to taste. This is so beautiful and nice, guys. You need to try these wrap breads with the fish in breadcrumbs. Wow, suñ poisson à pain mu ngi nii lañ koy defee si tortilla yu emi nga ko def rek daal di ko teg nag sa table koo faale si mim réew kon nag nga laalal ma botin bu xonxa boobu noonu suma jéegi Bari Fem bi association toppaka ibi leen Gmail account and di ma likeal di subscribe and like abonné.
waaye li kañ laa jeex. The fish, because everything is so spicy, crunchy and nice. You can't skip a flavor. Everything is perfect.